My name's Rich. I'm the yard manager here at Coyle Timber, just outside of Bath, and I'd like to show you around our yard. Here is Tom, and he's producing traditional ribbon plastering lath. The tool Tom's using at the moment is called a froe, and that is used to split the timber. You get in between the grain and put pressure on it. And then, if you can see Tom, he'll be controlling the split. And you control the split by putting pressure either on the top or the bottom, and that guides the split.
I also split it off from the sapwood, so I bang a froe in there. So basically I'm putting pressure on it and sort of splitting off the sap from
It's much harder than it looks. You have to know, a lot of the time you have to be incredibly gentle, and then also other times you have to be quite brutal with it as well.
I believe it feels to get back in touch with nature and using original wooden products to make houses the way they were made hundreds of years ago and will continue to be made.
I'm making drawn oak framing pegs here. I start with a oak plank and cut down all the edges and just gradually tapering it. I just put a little point in the end. Check the measurement with the gauge here. Be around about halfway like this. Get the shape right, and that's a drawn peg. These are made out of oak, and these are to hold, wedge in and hold together frames, traditional oak frames for traditional oak framing.
I'm Liam at Westwind here in Claverham in our workshop, and I'm about to peg up a scarf joint with some drawn pegs which are also out of oak. So these peg holes have just been pegged with these drawn pegs. As you can see, the draw in the joint has, once the pegs have been applied, has pulled the joint up quite nicely there. This is a wall plate which will be going on the top of the wall frame. So it's the last bit of the wall frame to go on before we put the roof trusses on. And this is a job for Westwind, and it'll be going up sometime in the near future.
So I've just been splitting out some cleft oak roof shingles, or shakes, which is a very correct term. A shingle is sawn, a shake is split. The edges will be trimmed down, and in a minute I'll dress all the lumps and bumps off with a hand axe. These are traditionally used on church steeples, although now they're quite common on garden buildings, also homes, and any kind of new builds. So I'm just dressing off any large lumps and bumps so that the tile will sit flat. We're not trying to make them too smooth because they're a rustic product. Traditionally they're left fairly rough, and obviously we want to keep that. Also, if you cut too much into the face, you're damaging the grain, and that's where water can get in. So just looking to clean all this off. And that's all it needs. And these tiles, they're riven, so they're split down the grain, which means that they're much stronger and much more resistant to water than a sawn piece of timber of the same thickness. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure to show you around our yard and have a look at just a few of the products that we make. Thank you.